Guardians, welcome to week 3 of Forsaken. As promised, the Dreaming City is changing from week to week. New missions along with different enemies are now roaming the open world and inside the Blind Well. New secrets have been discovered, and I absolutely love the way Bungie has handled the Dreaming City. I really don't think I could have asked for a better in-game location. With the raid beat, Tier 4 Heroic is now available, and just like Court of Oryx, there's a new boss this week. So let's dive into the mechanics for this week and show you how to take down the new Heroic Tier 4 boss. Guardians, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the nation? Sly here, back at it with another Dreaming City guide for you, and this time we're going to be heading into the Blind Well and checking out the new Tier 4 event for this week. With the arrival of Hive in the Dreaming City, the Blind Well has changed over also, and I think that the Hive, they might be a little harder than the Scorn, if nothing else a little tankier. Especially since Harmony Bulbs come from Hive Knights, which can take quite a few shotgun blasts. But anyways, this week's Heroic Tier 4 boss is Cragur, another giant ogre, and enemies are 580 within this event. However, it's not just 580, it is Heroic 580, which means enemies have more health, they are harder to stagger, and they hit harder than if it were just a normal 580 event. So unless you are 530 and above, you will not be able to do damage to anything inside here. I'm 550 and boomers can kill me in 2 shots. Things are pretty tough, so you're going to need a big team. However, the big team is not for the boss. The boss is actually pretty easy. It's the ads you have to worry about. You need help taking down these yellow bars in order to damage the boss, and those yellow bars are what take a group of people, simply because the ads around you can 2-shot you when you're trying to down them. So you're going to need help with revives and ad control if nothing else. So I was just in the middle of Hurricane Florence last week and my power was knocked out for about 5 days. Now I missed last week's Tier 4, so I have no idea how the mechanics worked for that one. But this week, it's pretty simple, and it would have been easier if I didn't miss the first week of raid drops and the Saturday reset. But enough self-pity. So like I mentioned, the boss is not what's going to get you to fail here, guys. It's the ads around you. So having 1 or 2 Well of Radiance Warlocks is a very good idea. As usual, Sleeper, Melting Point, and Hammers or Tractor Cannon Nova Bomb, that's a great way to make some headway. So to start up Tier 4, you're first going to have to insert a Tier 3 offering and then make it to the end. Once you beat it and you get to the boss stage, there will be a long pause before it ends. This is your chance to go back into the center and insert the Unstable Charge. This then activates the Heroic version where you can get a big boost from a powerful reward as well as a triumph. So as far as the mechanic here, guys, it's pretty simple. The boss spawns in the same area as the Tier 1 Ogre. He's a bit bigger, but the shield mechanic is only slightly different. Instead of using Harmony to take down the shields, you have to find these named yellow bar enemies, which can be witches, ogres, or knights. Once you defeat the entire group, 3 orbs that look just like Harmony orbs will appear within the well where you just killed them. There will be 3 of them in total. Pick up one of the orbs and then throw them at the boss. This will damage the boss's shields, and once the shield is down, your team can contribute to damage. Now, just like Spire of Stars, the higher power you are, the more damage you'll do with the orb. Also, Melting Point works just the same as Harmony or the Spire of Stars boss. If you're in a group, have one Melting Point Titan hit the boss, and then the 3 of you who are higher light throw the orbs at him. But make sure it's the 3 highest power level players. If you use Melting Point and you're a high power, 3 is all you will need to take down his shield and do damage. However, if you're lower light and you don't use Melting Point, then it will take another round of orbs to completely down the boss's shield. The yellow bar enemies you're going to be looking for will always be on the far outskirts, either left or right hand side of the Blind Well. They're going to be pretty hard to miss, however they are way in the side, so you're going to have to go over and look for them. You want to use 1 Warlock Well at a time for doing damage. It's not really for the damage boost, but more so to keep everyone alive so that you are able to do damage. Like I mentioned, at 550, Boomer Knights will 2-shot kill you, and having dead teammates is a huge drop in total damage output. So don't worry about special buffs or shooting through Sentinel shields. Just use your highest light and weapons and a Warlock Well, then just simply go to town. We had a total of 6 people when we beat it, so as you can tell, the boss's health is not the issue. It's the ads, and they just keep spawning, so try to steer clear of where they congregate. A lot of them tend to huddle up together in certain areas, and then they just sit there. So just avoid those areas and carry on with your business. Skirting by those areas will keep you alive for a little bit longer, but you will die sooner or later. One annoying thing about this event is at random times you're going to be caught by those area effects the witches throw out. Even though there's none around you, they just spawn randomly. and they're the ones that suppress your jumping and running abilities. And usually when you get stuck, you know, an ogre is going to laser beam you, or a knight will like throw a boomer your way. Of course, it's always when that happens. So just a heads up to watch out for those things. But that's really about it, guys. It is a really simple mechanic. You just roam around, look for the yellow bar enemies, take the orbs, throw them at the boss to damage its shield. Once the shield is down, blast away for as long as possible. Once it's back up, you just run around, find some more orbs, rinse and repeat. Just remember to have your highest light players be the guys that throw the orbs. Use melting point before you throw the orbs, and it will help you out tremendously. Now, so far, I've only seen ogres or witches, but I have heard knights can also carry these orbs. So just keep a heads up. If you see a yellow bar, chances are it's going to be the guys you need to kill. And remember, they're always going to be on the far left or the far right. Look at those places first. But that's it, guys. Incredibly easy and simple. So hope this guide helped you out, but that is it for me, guys. As always, thank you for watching and for supporting Slynation. Feel free to check me out on Twitter or Facebook at slynation, or even slynation gaming on the FB. Subscribe for more Destiny 2 and Dreaming City guides. Spank the thumbs up, but only if you enjoyed yourself. And comment down below if you have any questions, any tips for anyone else, or if you just want to say what's up. Later, guys. Once again, thank you for the well wishes, and until next time, this is your dude Sly. Later, y'all.